Perform with your family, you know what I'm saying? Jermaine and Tito, you know what I'm saying? Toya,
Okay.
Jermaine and Tito. You
Yeah,
came back.
that's better right there.
All right. Let's get started with the introductions. Hey, welcome back to Talks About the Hours. We're your hosts, TJ Bay, Siren Low, Creflo, Kenya Cox, and Alan Poe, back once again with the latest and greatest. Ladies and gentlemen, there was no beat. There was no funk. I was just taking a break.
I'm doing a podcast right now.
He was on vacation, you know, but, you know, he's back.
Yeah, they try to take me down, but I'm a Teflon Don. You know what I mean? 1993 Bulls, like you said, Alan. Huh? Bill Cartwright off the backboard.
Yeah. Bill Cartwright, Judd Bushler, you know what I'm
saying? Yeah, I really didn't know what it was. That's the reason why I stopped, because I was tripping, because like the way they took me down, it was like hella police guns and shit. And I was like, God damn, what I really do? And I come to find out that it was illegal search and all types of shit. So they about to drop the case.
Drop the case, nigga. You better get action, nigga. Get you a lawyer, nigga, and sue the motherfucker.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
About to come up for real, huh?
He'll probably get a couple G's, but
I'll maybe get 1.5 million.
Nigga, they
got for 100,000.
Wait, was you in jail?
Yeah, I went to jail for 2 weeks.
Oh shit, yeah. You got action then.
Yeah. They treat me like a black criminal from the hood of Philadelphia.
Well, I was concerned about you, and I was looking for you. I didn't check the hospital. I was getting ready to. I don't know what I checked. Something I was looking, and then I said, let me just get my nosy ass on the Monterey County Sheriff app and look and see if he's in jail. And you were.
Well,
yeah, that's crazy.
He was on vacation. I like to call it vacation.
There ain't no vacation. That shit sucks.
I mean, if we were 5 years old, we could call it vacation. But since we're old as dirt, we're going to say jail.
Man, every day I was just thinking about how the fuck did I get in this motherfucker? It was getting worse and worse by the day. You just get frustrated, walk around eating bad food. You know what I'm saying? It's horrible.
Was you just sitting there playing cards and shit?
Nah, hell no. I was sitting there sleeping, trying to read a book, trying to educate myself. Unfortunately, my attention span is very bad. So after the second page, I quit.
You know what? I want to send a message out to anybody who goes in jail, especially for the wrong reason. If you do go in jail, man, don't just sit there and try to chill with the homies and do all that dumb shit, man. Get your ass in them law books and start helping your lawyer, because I'm guessing
jail's new now. You know what I mean? Ain't no gangsters in there or no real niggas in there. It's all dope fiends in there. Nothing but drug. So you can't really kick knowledge with a drug fiend.
Oh no. I'm not talking about kicking knowledge and talking to them. I'm talking about yourself. Get yourself in the law books. Look up your case. Look up all this, all the stuff you gotta look up, man, and don't just sit there playing cards and, trying to chill with the niggas or whatever. Do what you gotta do. Do your due diligence and get your ass up out of there. But anyway.
That's how I got out.
Yes, brother Malcolm Titan. Yeah.
Nigga, that's how I got out. Instead of sitting there playing cards, nigga, I was in that law book.
Well, I don't read, nigga.
And that's why you was sitting there, bruh.
Yeah. I read 2 pages and said, fuck that.
I'm drawing a blank. What is dude's name from the movie South Central? Being a dope fiend. It's Deuce.
Hoover, Deuce. Loco.
Loco. That's
OG Bobby Johnson.
It's a bunch of it's a bunch of locos up in jail.
Nah, Loco, or the slow one used to be like him.
Yeah.
Hey, I seen this dude. He was coming down off heroin in jail. And I was because I was in there. I was like, hey man, what's wrong with dude, man? He's coming down. I was like, damn, that's what it make you do, man. Like that's how you be looking and shit, man. I was like, how the fuck you be like? How could people do that stuff, man? Like, crazy.
Did he stare at you at all? Like was he breathing?
Nah, man. His arm, he was sitting there like zombified. And then I was talking to one of my cellmates, and he was like, "Yeah, man, some good good heroin. You almost die when you take it. Like that's what good heroin does to you. Like makes you
good heroin."
Yeah, he said good heroin. Like
what heroin is good? Where do I find the good heroin at, Titan?
When you're in jail, you talk to. That's what you gotta do.
No, there's good heroin in jail.
Nigga, I'm telling you, I was sitting there watching the dude, and he was sitting there doing all this weird shit. And I asked the other dude what's wrong with him, and he was like, he's coming down from heroin. And I was like, that's what it make you do? And he was like, yeah. And he said, good heroin makes you like you nigga damn near you damn near almost die. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. So that's just all I'm saying. It's like, yeah. Good heroin makes you
I ain't never heard no good heroin, man. I mean, that's the first time I ever heard that ever in my life.
Nigga, did you? Well, I'm sure if you've seen somebody coming down from it in jail and you was wondering what was going on, man, and you asked the dope thing.
Ain't no drugs in jail. They got that shit they have at the airport now where they can scan your whole body before you go in.
Oh yeah. No, I'm just saying, like he was already coming down.
They don't even have coffee.
And he was coming down.
They don't even have coffee.
What?
Yeah, because
chop it up.
Some of these dope fiends were sniffing caffeine. They don't even have coffee.
That's sad. I want to laugh, but that's sad.
That's crazy because when I was,
it's considered contraband now, huh?
Yeah, it's considered a drug. Motherfucking coffee, man, caffeine.
It's not part of commissary.
Nigga, they took it out because they were sniffing it.
Yeah, niggas was sniffing it when I was in jail too. But
people are sitting in there, as we all know, if you've been or even if you have not been, with nothing else to do but worry about getting out. Or some of them are just spaced out, or some of them are so high they're just using that time to sober up. But when I was in there, they took away the razor blades out of the shavers because people were cutting themselves and doing all kind of crazy. And then they took away the roll-on deodorant because the balls, the ball in the deodorant that rolls around when you do that?
Yeah.
Men were putting it in their penis, some type of sexual stimulation thing. So they took that away too. Putting it in there, in that little hole that y'all have, putting the ball in there.
Nigga,
so no more roll-on deodorant.
You want that tough acting to acting, huh?
But those balls, those are not like the size of a Tic Tac. Those balls are pretty big. And your little opening for that urine is pretty small.
Yes.
Gross, right?
Byron, did you do that shit?
Yeah.
What?
So you know my nosy self. As soon as I went to court and I was on the bus, I was like, you guys, when I go to court, I'm gonna ask them. So I asked the guys in court, what the fuck was y'all doing with the balls? And that's how I found out. They told me.
Wow.
What ball?
The balls from the deodorant. They were putting them in their penis for some type of stimulation down there.
What the fuck?
So they know how you said they took away coffee. They took away deodorant, the roll-on, when I was in there because they was doing the fool with the balls.
Gotta have something to do, I guess.
That's crazy as fuck right there.
Yeah, the Hispanics was getting off with the deodorant balls.
Getting off with deodorant balls. That's crazy.
They were putting them in there, but multiple, not just one. They was doing 1, 2, 3, and whatever else would fit in that little hole that y'all have.
That's kind of disturbing.
Those must be lifers. Like, you ain't got shit.
Yeah, I mean, like that.
We were in the county jail. I've never been to prison, so they don't know how long they were gonna get. They were just in there being gross.
Yeah, I don't know if them is lifers. I think they just fucked up.
No, they weren't even sentenced. We were still going to court. It wasn't prison. It was Monterey County Jail doing the balls in the deodorant balls in the penis.
I'm not too keen on anatomy, right? But like, wouldn't that stretch out your like vessel or the exit way?
So I imagine it to be how when a woman is getting ready to have a baby, your body adjusts to that. I just imagine that hole that y'all have just opened up and the balls went in there. I don't know. I really don't know. I just imagine because that I wasn't going to ask. I wasn't that nosy, but I needed to know why the fuck we don't have roll-on deodorant anymore, and that's the answer that I got. I don't know about the expansion. I don't know what it's capable of. Maybe able to fit a jawbreaker in there. I don't know, guys. I don't know.
Well, R.I.P. to the member.
All right. So wait. Anyway, this is the last thing I'm gonna say about this, but
exercise your right to be educated in the Monterey County Jail or whatever county jail or prison system you are in.
Nah, you know how people get those earplug things when it stretches out your ear like the you know.
Oh, like, that's not a plug.
Well, whatever the thing is that you put in it, they stab it in their ear and their earlobe, they makes their ear hang down all weird and shit.
Oh,
whatever thing.
The actual like the
like how the Africans use it to stretch the lobe.
Right. They do it on their lips and stuff.
Right.
I would imagine because I'd imagine that might happen.
Say it again.
I don't think it. I think it might stretch it out as where it just comes out like a water fountain.
Wow.
The balls? The deodorant balls?
Now, after you do all that weird shit with in jail,
oh,
I mean,
that's what you're saying, right?
After people do the weird shit in jail,
yeah, like the water fountain at Dennis the Menace.
Yeah, it probably just comes out disgustingly.
With the rainbow.
Anyway.
All right. Well, let's get into our first topic. Us being Lakers fans, me and Byron, I want to make this real fast, real quick. Congratulations to the Celtics for winning the NBA championship. But not really the Celtics, but Tatum, Brown, and especially Al Horford. Congratulations to those guys. And that's all I got to say about that. This is probably one of the worst NFL. Probably one of the worst NBA finals I've watched in a long time.
Why? Because Dallas sucked?
Nah, hell nah. That wasn't the worst. The worst was the Spurs versus Cavaliers. When LeBron was rookie, that shit was trash.
That was hella boring.
Yeah, you're right.
But this one though, the Mavs.
Luka cries too damn much.
Yeah, that's why he and he got exposed on defense because his defense is.
He plays no defense.
It's horrendous. Yeah, but that's another topic for another on our other show.
And then it's funny. Speaking of the Celtics, I also want to say R.I.P. to the great late Bill Walton, also Laker legend. The logo, right? We all know who that is.
Hey, Bill Walton.
Yeah, Bill Walton passed.
Jerry West is the logo.
Right, but Bill Walton passed the week before Jerry West. Right. So, since we're talking about the Lakers, since we're talking about the Celtics, I want to give condolences to the Walton family. Plus, Luke Walton played for the Lakers. So that's how that ties in.
Sure.
All right. So, who wants to go first? We got Byron and we got T.
Man.
Well, I want to talk about politics and how do y'all feel about World War III that's coming on, that's about to happen very soon. You got Russia coming to USA with missiles, warship missiles threatening us. But they saying that it was just a drill. They were just doing a drill. But that's kind of like a threat right there, And I don't know how y'all feel about Biden, but I know if Trump was president, he would have shot that boat down. Now, I'm just so frustrated that we have this president that just let someone come from another country with warship. That's all I have to say.
So your question is, how do we feel about what's happening right now, or?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll give it to you guys first.
I'll go first. Russia has Russia can't touch us as far as military goes, and even if they did come across, we could literally decimate Russia with just a push of a button. And as far as Trump goes, this is exactly why part of my topic is all the lying and shit. I'm not a Trump fan anymore. I was never a Trump fan as far as presidency goes, but as far as him just being who he was back in the day, yeah, I like Trump back in the day. But now I just see this like every single day on my YouTube feeds or anything. It's just him. Oh, everything's rigged. Everything's rigged. Like, I'm tired of that shit. Can't everything there. Like I said last episode, not everything can be rigged against you, because like you got to take accountability for some stuff. Now, as far as Joe Biden goes, the only thing bad I think about Joe Biden is he's old. That's it.
That's the only thing?
That's the only thing. I don't give a shit about no.
You're not that political then, Ty. What did he do for black people?
What did Trump do for black people?
He did hell of shit. EPP, EDD, PPP.
No, he didn't. See, you got to fact check that. He did not do anything. He just signed that he's smart because he put his name on the letter saying that he did that. He voted against that.
When niggas had money, when niggas had money, it was 2020 when Donald Trump was president. That's when everybody's pulling out the Maseratis and everything. It seemed like every nigga had money in 2020. Now, in 2024, nobody has no money.
Well, the problem is that everyone got their PPP loan and decided to start splurging and flossing instead of using that money for a business.
The problem was inflation. Inflation increased every year. The percentages went up every other month. Now it costs $10 to get a burger. Just a burger.
That's nuts.
$10 for a burger. You go for a combo, it's $15. Yeah, that's why nobody's really eating out anymore. White people gotta learn to cook and stuff. This is crazy.
Add seasoning, salt, pepper.
They on YouTube, like, do I put this salt? Do I put this pepper? They throwing parsley in the shit, all types of shit.
How is that bad?
What does that have to do with politics?
What does that do with politics?
You talking about
inflation. They can't afford fast food, so they have to cook.
Who can't?
White people, they can't afford fast food anymore.
No one can afford fast food. Yeah,
you shouldn't even be eating fast food.
It's like $20 for one person. Yeah. So I mean, if you round all out, that's like $60 for like 3 people.
Especially when we talked about it, T, back in the day, we used to drive by the oak tree and that Jack in the Box was right there. We used to get, you know what I'm saying? Right. Used to get 2 tacos, jumbo jack, a soda, some curly fries, and that's like $8.
That was damn near 25 years ago, though.
Right.
$8 for some curly fries?
No,
I was saying the whole order would have been $8.
Do you eat fast food, Al?
Not anymore, no.
Okay. Kenya, do you eat fast food?
Chick-fil-A and Chipotle when I decide to cheat. That's pretty much it.
Okay. I don't really eat fast food except like, every blue moon, or I'll go get Wendy's or something like that. But if I'm traveling, I won't eat McDonald's. I won't eat Burger King. I don't eat In-N-Out. I don't eat none of that. I just like Wendy's for some reason. But anyways, Byron, all I'm saying is, man, fast food, wasn't that put here to kill people off anyway. So why would you be wanting to buy fast food? And how could it be bad for inflation?
You gotta die someday. You gotta die someday, Ty. You can't live forever. You gotta die someday. You gotta get a cheeseburger with bacon and eat it. You gotta live to die. You live to die.
I agree with that.
I don't. That's disgusting.
I agree with the cheeseburger every once in a while.
What's disgusting?
That's one of the reasons why I don't eat fast food that much anymore like that, because I don't eat beef and pork. So that's all the hamburgers. I'll eat a turkey burger, ground turkey at home, but I don't even know where to go to get a ground turkey burger. But just eating out like that, McDonald's and Burger King, and I'm not even her. That's disgusting to me. Bacon, you can keep that.
Okay. The real crux of this conversation is, how do you guys feel about how the U.S. gives money to other countries, but like Byron's kind of saying, inflation, that people in America can't even eat, you can't buy a house, you can't buy anywhere to live, but giving all this money to other countries.
Right.
I don't follow politics
here, 600 billion there, but we ain't got no money. We can't. You got homeless as highest in California, and we out here giving billions from Ukraine to fight against Russia.
And that's the only thing I was going to say. I don't follow politics closely at all, but it was earlier this year. I went to Safeway, the self-checkout, and it asks, do you want to donate money to Palestine? And I said, what? First of all, why are we even doing this when we have in the state capital, in Sacramento, a ridiculous amount of homeless, and we're sending money to somebody else? Absolutely not. I'm not giving them shit, okay? The audacity of them to even ask us here to send money over there when it's struggle nation over here in the state capital. So absolutely not. Stop sending money to other people. How about that?
So it's crazy to think that the U.S., they've given out $3.8 trillion to other countries.
Right.
And niggas can't get their, get their money yet.
Just being the state capital here just trips me out more because it's worse here. But coming from a small city, I didn't see homelessness that much. But then I went to Frisco and I was like, wow, it was a big deal, like a shock to me because, I'm from where you guys are from. We're not used to seeing a homeless population, just blocks and blocks and blocks of encampments. No, but seeing that here in the state capital where all these city officials are, where I know they see them, people, even if they don't see them because they live in Granite Bay or whatever, they know what it is. You got all this homeless grants and all this money and stuff you're getting, and there's still a large number of them, and you have the audacity to send the money out of state and out of country? No. That needs to be checked today.
So let me ask you a question. Are y'all voting?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're not?
Don't disclose. Nah, don't disclose.
I was going to say that. I was definitely going to say that.
Say what?
Don't disclose that on
here. It was a secret.
Yeah, don't disclose.
You ain't voting tight?
I said I was, but don't disclose who you're voting for on here.
You don't disclose your vote? What?
No, you don't disclose who you're voting for. That's your own personal business, he's saying.
Why?
Because that's how we were raised. Were you raised like that?
No.
Okay.
I'm telling you who the hell I'm voting for. I put my ballot on Facebook that I voted for Trump. Everybody called me Uncle Tom. Now niggas love
Trump. But do you think niggas love Trump, or people love Trump, or let's say the black community, because he's pardoned some of the biggest rappers in our community?
Oh my God. That's not why he's saying that, though. That's not what he's saying. He's saying we love him because he got indicted.
But you got to also think that he probably wouldn't say this, but you got to think Trump's kind of been interwoven within the hip hop culture for decades.
Yeah. And
so is that why some people give him a pass because, his name was used in songs, or are we really feeling his
I mean, he helped out black people. Black people got the most money with Donald Trump. Joe Biden, we are broke with Joe Biden. Broke. We are searching for money right now.
Okay, wait. We can't keep we're not spewing that shit on here. No, we're not. No, that's not true. That's not fucking true. I'm sorry to say. Nobody's broke. It's just the people that don't want to work and do shit are broke. So
I'm
now,
talking about
like, hold
black
on,
people.
let me say something real quick.
All
Now,
right.
as far as homelessness stuff goes, remember when the pandemic hit? A lot of people did go, you couldn't work, and you did get your PP or whatever loan, right? But a lot of those people chose not to go back to work when work was available to them. And so with that, they also had that PP loan, which you had to get, like, it wasn't just a loan, like there is called a loan for a reason. They're giving you had to pay that shit back. So the people that had to pay that shit back lost a lot of stuff because guess what? We got the money, but now we got to pay the shit back. We're not working. And so instead of paying the shit back, maybe they was just like, fuck it, man, you know.
How
The
many
reason homelessness went up, man, is because people don't want to work no more.
how many people do you think who file for PPP loans? How many of you, or how many people do you think were actual people who actually work versus scammers?
I have the link to the list, and after this, I'm gonna give it to y'all so you can check it because I have it.
What, of scammers to
No, the
actual?
list of people that got the PPP loan. I have the link, and I'm gonna send it to y'all so we can laugh
Oh,
together
wow.
after.
Okay.
You laughing? You know my nosy ass was on there because I needed to see who was on there. I need to know who my family, who the fuck, which one of y'all got one alone? Because I know I didn't, and it's
I
on there.
didn't.
Oh, you're looking up the actual names of people.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were just looking at groups of people, not like.
No, I mean literally typing in names of people I know. Then I started doing random. Oh, what about she got
So if
90,000?
if your name is on that list and you struggling, man, then hey,
You
it's
know I
not.
was on there. You know I like to be factual. Sometimes I'm nosy, sometimes I don't give a fuck. But that
Right.
I was all into business because it was a public list. And I'm like, this how she got that Lexus? How dare her?
Man.
It's on there. I'm gonna send it to y'all.
That's hard.
Yep.
So I just want to start just because, like, there's a reason people are calling you an Uncle Tom, Byron. Cause
Hey, what?
there's a reason people are calling you an Uncle Tom for that. Though.
Why? Why they
Because
call me Uncle Tom?
I'm trying to tell you, nigga, because what we're seeing in our face is not what you're saying. Like, what you're saying is not what we're seeing. Like, we're seeing Trump do all kinds of, like, different shit. Like, he's going against abortion. He's going against all the shit that everybody thinks, oh, he was for. And, like, if you just, all you had literally have to do is Google shit. And you can see, just like Kenya's doing right now, and you can literally fact check yourself the shit and see that Trump was against giving you that PPP or whatever loan. And
It's
it
crazy
was,
that 4 years later, people are still saying, just like he said, Trump gave us the PPP loan. A lot of people say that. That's the
and he
first and only
didn't.
thing they say: the PPP loan and the pardons. That's
Hey,
it.
a lot of niggas came up off the PPP loan. For real, people get 100 fake businesses, 100,000 here, 200,000 here, 50,000 here.
See, now he's playing into your thing like, oh, the reason you only like him is because you're indicted. Because, man, come on, Byron, man, we can't keep doing this shit, man. Like we gotta tell people the truth, guys. Like you can't just keep sitting there and just saying like, oh, Trump did this, Trump did that, Trump did this. If someone actually fact checks it and sit there, but people don't want to do this. If they actually fact checked and went back and looked up all the shit, they would be surprised to find that none of this is Trump's fault. He actually did nothing for black people. Joe Biden, he's not doing anything, or whatever. You could say he's not doing anything for black people, but he's not doing anything to, like, like,
Not
to
doing
make
nothing
us
for
hurt.
white people, Titan. Nothing.
But the thing, see, you want a handout instead of you getting your
Yes, I
ass
want a
up and
handout.
doing it.
Everybody else got a handout. Indians got a handout. Fucking Chinese got a handout. Fucking white people got a handout. Why can't we get a handout? Feel me? Why can't
when
we? This is
when
Because
our
some
land.
of
They
us,
took over our land, and we
some of
can't
us
get
don't
a
want it.
handout.
Some of us
exactly
want to get it. Some of us want to get it
exactly
how we supposed to get it. We don't
we
want it
don't want to
handed to
owe.
us.
We don't want to owe from a loan that we got to ball out for 5 minutes. We didn't want that. Did you get a PPP loan, Byron?
Yeah, hell yeah. You know I got a fucking PPP loan.
I know. I'm just asking because I just want to be
Byron,
factual. I don't want to.
because you part of the stereotype, then, man.
I don't give a fuck. I needed that money. It was free.
But my next question to you: did you fuck it off? Did you double it? What did you do?
I purchased off my car. I paid $5G to purchase off my car, and then I spent the other $5. I blew it. I was tricking, buying weed, bitches.
You had $10,000 and you blew it.
I was tricking.
That ain't Joe Biden's fault, man.
I had a good time.
You're saying that people can't go out to eat. Your ass was 10 up, and you did nothing.
I told you I purchased off my car, and then the rest went to bitches and fucking weed.
See, the good part is
you can't buy Chick-fil-A. That's why you can't take them girls to Ruth's Chris, because your ass was tricking back in 2020.
Fuck it.
That's Trump's fault. That's actually Trump's fault. Yeah.
Yes.
When you have a sex addiction, you don't want to wait. I don't want to speak game, talk on the phone, all that shit.
So
Byron, quick look 100, get my nut, I'm out.
Go ahead, Al. Yes.
All right. I want to put this as politically correct as I can.
Wow.
Wow. I'm not sure about you guys, but so who here has purchased for sex?
I'm sorry, what?
I just said I did.
Say the question again, because hold on. Let me adjust my earring.
I'm not in this conversation.
What did you say?
I said, who here has purchased for sex?
Purchased for sex?
Yeah.
Who has purchased sex? Paid for sex? Is that what you're asking us?
Yes.
I'm with you. Count me out.
Yeah, I'm not in this one.
You guys haven't lived life, man. I don't know what the fuck y'all.
We have. We definitely have. We didn't do some
weird
shit. We didn't do that.
I've never given
a try it out, you know.
Listen,
a stripper $1.
Seriously, even though that's what you did with your money on a serious level, you said you have a sex addiction. Excuse me.
At that time, I was popping hella pills. I felt like Future.
Wait a minute.
You're listening to Future.
He's part of the Zanny family, huh?
Yeah, I was pilled out every day. He said,
See, man, that's the problem.
That was a wild time. 98, 99, 2000. When Mac Dre really took off.
Those were the real pills right there. See, I had some.
That was a crazy time. Everybody.
Those were the real pills. The Blue Dolphins. Those were smack. You really feel like. So,
I need to retract my statement that I just made about a minute and a half ago about I've lived. I definitely haven't, because I haven't done none of that. So I haven't lived. Sorry.
Like I said, y'all ain't lived a little. Y'all ain't lived on the dangerous side.
I have
lived on the dangerous side. You know what I'm saying, Ken?
I ain't trying to live dangerous.
I think being a street pharmacist was as dangerous as I can get. That was plenty. Learned my lesson. I don't need to do any PPP.
Yeah, street pharmacist. I forgot you.
It's dangerous enough. Nothing to brag about. It's dangerous enough. So I guess I have not lived. I haven't popped the pills. I don't smoke cigarettes. Maybe my life is boring. Let me find out that I haven't lived, and I'm goddamn 40-something.
Just boring.
I can learn from you, Byron. You always teaching me stuff. Jesus.
That shit's crazy.
Saying you haven't taken any time off your life. Is what he's saying.
I don't give a fuck. I don't really want to be here anyway. You know
Please don't say that. Please don't say that. We don't know what you're saying. Don't say that.
Man. Come on, man.
People care about you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Don't say that.
I wouldn't hit you up for your birthday.
Y'all miss me for a day or two. Get over it. Have lunch with your girl. You feel me? Shit, niggas die. You know what I'm saying?
Don't start.
Hey, cause y'all remember Byron? Like, oh yeah, cause Byron was cool.
Yeah. 2 days later, you still gotta keep going. Feel me?
No.
That's how niggas be though. Guys like, hey, you remember Byron? Cuz? Oh yeah, I remember that nigga's cool.
Byron's gonna be that. You said 2 days. It's gonna be more than 2 days. It's gonna be a long time. You know why? Because your ass doesn't have any life insurance. Isn't that what you told us? So we gotta wash cars for you. It's gonna be longer than 2 days. We gotta fry fish and shit to bury your big head ass. You don't got no life insurance.
Go for it.
Family's rich. I'm rich already. That's what you don't understand. I joined the Illuminati and I'm rich already. I'm about to get buried in luxury. I'm getting buried at
and you still don't have any life insurance, do you?
I'm getting buried at Victory Temple. You know
and
what I'm
you
saying?
still don't have any life insurance, do you?
Hey, all the people that got money get buried at Victory Temple. You know what I mean? You ain't got no money, you get buried at the mortuary or Notre Buena.
You're right. So back to the lecture at hand. What are we talking about?
That niggas get money, get buried at Victory Temple. Oh shit.
Yeah, you got money, you get buried at Victory Temple. You got no money, Seaside Mortuary on Notre Buena, right across the street from the welfare office. You'll be there with about 10 people.
All right.
Oh, that's fucked up. Yeah, like, all right, I'm not laughing at that, man.
But no one really answered the question which I proposed, which is, how do you guys feel about the United States sending money to other countries when
I answered it.
Okay, let me say my thing real quick. There's a reason we do this. I should say there's a reason I think we do this. It's because we want people to owe us.
Interesting. We'll never be broke as long as we keep dishing out money, right?
The thing is it's just like it's like banks. Just think about banks, right? They want to give out loans and they want people to owe because what runs America, just what Byron was talking about. Debt.
Credit.
Right? No, well, credit, yeah, and debt. They want people to be in debt to us because that means they have to do, like, say if we call it, say if Russia, like you said, if Russia does do this, does come in the over to whatever, guess what? We have like hundreds of companies in debt to us, and now we can just call them and be like, hey, before they even touch or whatever, whatever, we can call upon them to, help us out in these certain situations. So what it also creates is, think about this as well too. America has the biggest military force on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
And now, if we have other countries in debt to us, guess what? If we call on them, we can say, we'll wipe your debt if you bring your military to help us. So now, guess what that does? It increases our military. What we're doing, I may be wrong, whatever, but I'm just thinking out loud. But the reason I think we do that is so people can, like, in these certain situations, like Byron said, if there is a World War III, guess what? We have 100 allies with us because they're in debt to us. They may not like us, but guess what? They got to do what they said because we can say, guess we need your military, we'll wipe your debt clean. And they're going to jump on that.
And if not, we'll just turn your water off.
No. No, we don't know. Why would they do that?
No, what I'm saying is, if you don't help us out in this instance, if you don't repay your debt by helping us out, go to war, then we'll just turn your water off. You will never receive any more funds from us. We won't help your country out.
Got you.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's correct. You guys don't find a problem with like governments using like people as actual like credits? It's like money.
That's what we're here for.
To be money.
That's Byron just said, nigga. He wants the handout, like literally that he's like it's literally yeah. Like the thing is we gotta realize, and what I realized too at 45 now, which I wish I would have realized at 25, is you have a slim, you have a maybe not even a 1% chance of making the NFL, NBA, in professional sports, right? But if we'd have did construction, if we'd have got into a trade, if we'd have did that, we'd have been making like 80, $90 an hour by now, right now, at our age right now. And we just stayed in that trade for like 20 years. We'd be making 90, $100 an hour just doing what we did. So that's what pisses me off. It's like I wasted my time trying to chase a dream that was literally so far like us going to space. And the thing is now,
we didn't know that though.
we didn't, but who was there to tell us that? Because where we're from, it wasn't. I didn't know any general contractors or anything like that. You know, I didn't grow up knowing anybody that was doing general contracting and all that stuff. I know niggas that sold dope. I know my dad sold cars. I know my mom went to work every day. As an accountant, and that's all I know. And then I learned to sell dope, do all that shit, whatever. Same. But if I'd have just thought, just turned my shit and just said, just when we was going, they had all them things we was going to school for too, doing auto shop, wood shop, and we was just taking them classes just to go to fuck around and hang out with the homies and do all that dumb shit, just to make sure we got it. We got an A because we did very little. We did what we had to. We didn't go above and beyond and try to make and think about it like that. But there was no, like, even the teachers wasn't sitting there and be like, if you did, well, maybe they was. We just wasn't listening. I don't know. But maybe they
Those
was.
ROP classes, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the ROP classes like wood shop, auto mechanics, all that. We had that shit.
Some of us did take that as a joke. Some of us did. I did for a small amount of time. I took cosmetology. Me and my best friend, some test they gave us, she couldn't pass it. And I was like, I'm not staying in here without her. So we both dropped out of that. And then I took a CNA course when I was in high school, ROP, because they offered it. CNA, that's always going to be in demand. I was 17 when I took that in. I tried to tell my daughter year after year after year, you don't have to go to college. Get your CNA license. You can go to the prison if you're not scared of the inmates. That's where the real money is. So I kind of got it a little bit and I passed it on to her, and her hard-headed self finally got it. She put herself through the CNA course. But that ROP stuff, it was there for us to do what we were supposed to do with it. Some of us were playing, especially the out of body, who was really playing around back there. But CNA, that's where I started. And when I was 17 in high school, I took that class.
I want to let me add on to that though, because as a CNA too, you can go into business for yourself. All you gotta do is just get a business card, and go out to you see clients there.
You could create a traveling CNA agency even without the CNA license.
I want to say this though, to counter inflation and all that stuff, it's just causing us to work harder. That's all it's doing. And now, and this is why I say I don't want a handout, is because I have a recipe. I was taught something to, I just have to start cooking now. So, Byron, same thing, man. Like, you ain't too old to learn something, something new, man. That old dogs can't, what is that? Can't teach
old dog new tricks.
I mean, that's a mentality. That's a state of mind. You know what I'm saying? So if we can change this shit and just, get it, you don't gotta read, nigga. You can sit there. You could actually just go on YouTube and watch YouTube videos. Same thing, But as far as sending money out and stuff like that, I just think there's enough money. We got billionaires in U.S. We got millionaires in the U.S. So somebody's getting money. We may be sending it out, but people are still getting money. I watch YouTube videos of these little random people that just flip houses and stuff like that. They sit there and they're like, oh, I got my first house.
There are some black people out there that try to tell you, like DJ Envy and all that shit, here's a good way to flip money in the scamming. It's taking all the black people's money. That's real estate.
That's just one example, though. I mean,
I'm just saying, like, if you learn, like, if be the tradesman yourself, don't trust another dude, do it yourself. Like, oh yeah, Caesar gonna show you. Caesar was supposed to show you how to get money, but he was taking it from you. But he's not the example that you need to sit there and do. He just scammed people. So now it's news. So that's what we're seeing now. But you're not seeing the people that don't scam people because that's not news to nobody unless you're actually looking for that shit.
But actually, I mean, he did what he said. He showed you how to get money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and he also showed you how to get sued.
Right. But he showed you how to get money. That's all I'm saying. He didn't say like, oh, I'm actually going to show you how to flip these houses. I'm going to show you how to get money. And he showed us by, hey, give me your money, and they just willfully gave it to him. So he showed you how to get money.
That's not doing your due diligence, because I wouldn't trust another man to do that shit for me. Like if I wouldn't want to know. Oh, I wouldn't sit there and be like, "Yo, I'll give you this 300,000 because you flip that shit and you give me 350." Like I wouldn't trust him to do that, even if he was sitting there on, you know, a good
But
guy
the
or whatever
problem
the hell.
is tied into that. A lot of black people did trust him and did
He
believe
did.
that they can do it. And he took their money and they never got their money back. They never got refunded. He went off somewhere in the wind, somewhere riding on horses with everybody's money.
I mean, he told you what to do. Did you follow through? So that's on you. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't. There was no follow through. It was a scam.
Yeah, it was a scam.
Yeah,
It was a scam.
It was definitely a scam.
Yeah,
There's
and he
nothing to
did.
follow through. It's a scam, and there's nothing to follow through, man.
So,
Well, I mean, if you
They
got
made a
anything
great
from it,
game
he
plan
tied.
to take their money, made an agency, took their money.
Well, he taught you how to scam.
so T, would you consider him in the group of everyone that's lying?
Yes.
Yeah, segue king. Go ahead.
All right, man. So
Everybody lies.
now the transition is part of the same. It's part of the same topic about, yes, everybody lies, but now it's so at the, and like, what is it? All of our media outlets, all of our what's it called? All of our star people, like why the fuck is everybody lying so much? Is
Lying?
Yeah,
lying.
I think everyone's
I mean, the
in
world
line.
lies. Everything's a lie. You know what I mean? White people, Christopher Columbus discovered America. Let's start there.
Okay, so
You know,
that's
that's a lie. How you
right.
discover shit where black people sit right in front of your face when you got there?
So my point is the saying, and okay. So with all the lies now, why are we just letting it? Why are we just letting the shit go?
Because it's entertaining. Lies are entertaining. The truth sucks. Lies are entertaining.
True.
You know,
lack of education.
lies are entertaining.
Okay, well then you also have it kind of like what Byron's saying. You got to think there are also some couples where you know if your partner's cheating on you, right? But like you don't want to hear about it, so you're just oblivious. Like, all right, just don't tell me about it. You feel me? And there are some people out there who are like that. Like, you know what's
What's
going
that nigga name that sung that song? Mario Winans.
Yeah, Mario Winans. I don't wanna know. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like, there are definitely people out there who like just lie to me. You know what I mean? I know what you're doing, and there are also some wives out there. It's like, yeah, I know you're cheating, but just lie to me when you come home. Don't like make it blatant in my face, right?
Okay.
So that's kind of how the American people are kind of like, yeah, just lie to me. We know what's going. We can see what's happening, but just lie to me.
Why should we be okay with that?
Huh?
I mean, should
we
be okay with that?
With what?
We shouldn't be okay with it,
Do
but
you want people when somebody's talking to you, right? Like, or say this. I'll use this because everybody, when you're talking to your child and you ask them to tell you something, and then they lie to you,
mm-hmm.
You're okay with that?
Not from a child, but I'm talking about like adults.
How is that any better? If someone's sitting there so if I sit there and told you a blatant lie straight to your face right now, and then you turned around a week later and you found out that I blatantly lied about something straight to your face, you would sit there and just be like, "Oh, it's cool."
Okay, I can take that and say, so what would hurt you more? Your spouse lying to you or your child lying to you?
Oh,
Say what?
Which would hurt you more, your spouse lying to you or your child lying to you?
Spouse. She better not fucking lie to me. She's done. Child always lie. The child is scared, so that's why they lie.
y'all are proving my point.
Okay. Duly noted. Duly noted.
Why are we okay with lies then if we don't want people lying to us, but yet we're sitting here watching it?
It's entertainment. I just said lies are entertainment. It's like, you put an article on there that says someone got beat up and then nothing ever happened to them, people gonna read it. That's what people be doing. That's what the magazines be doing.
Yeah, it's kind of silly. Like, just excuse me. Probably just, out of fear. You know what I'm saying? That's why people lie, just out of fear. Because, like, you don't want people to know, like, what's really going on in your life, or, you know what I mean? So, or how you really feel about something. So you just lie to appease them. Like, oh, yeah, this is what it is. And it's like, okay. Although, deep down inside, you're like, damn, that's not really who I am. That's not really, how I feel about it. But I'm still going to lie to make you feel better about it. The same way the government lies to us straight to our face to make us feel better about what's going on.
My phone is getting ready to die. How long is this?
We've only been on for an hour.
Yeah, we've been on for an hour. So before you go, Byron, it's good to have you back, man. You know what I'm saying? You've been sorely missed. You know what I'm saying? So
tune in next week, Byron.
I'll sorely missed.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
Go get your charger.
Huh?
Where's your charger?
So I left it. I'm not even at the house, man. I left it, so I don't even have my charger.
Go borrow one from the house that you're at. We need you to participate in these conversations. Go borrow a charger. You have time.
Yeah,
oh my god.
Go on.
Here comes the boss lady.
Go on. This nigga's pouting like, yeah, fuck, hug. And, hey, who got a charger, cuz?
I don't even know where the charger's at.
Take your time. You'll find one. We'll be right here, continuing on with the conversation. Go ahead. We'll wait for you, but we're still going to converse.
So, just saying that, with all the stuff, all the rhetoric, is it, maybe
I can't find a charger.
Yeah.
I can't find a charger.
Oh, darn.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to him. I all disappeared.
Well, it is good to have you back, Byron. We'll talk to you next week, and we'll finish up. We'll finish up this conversation.
All right, man. Take care.
All right.
All right, Kenya. So how do you feel about what we're talking about as far as being lied to?
The AI stuff comes back to mind because remember when I talked about that Raymond Kidd thing? Did you guys ever try it to see if you Googled the same, not Google, if you search the same names and stuff on your Facebook, does it give you the same results? Because I looked up something else and it was just as ridiculous. So I'm convinced that that's just random stuff, that AI stuff. I used to run from it and just be not really scared, but just I didn't want anything to do with AI because I didn't know what that was and how they were getting information. And now that Facebook is making you kind of sort of use it, it's just right in front of your face. But that stuff is totally made up. Like search something that you know is true and see what it gives you. It was just, it's weird. How is that even happening when they're so big on fact checking on Instagram and Facebook? And they'll delete your stuff quick if it's not true. Remember, once upon a time in the last maybe 2 or 3 years, it's been like that. They'll delete it if it's not true, and then it'll say fact under your stuff on Facebook. So it's just a trip that people can put that stuff out there and it stays on Instagram, it stays on Facebook. I can only speak for those two because I don't use Twitter and the rest of that stuff. But the fact that you're putting lies up there, like Byron said, people are clicking on it, that's more of a clickbaitish than a lie, or maybe both. But how is that? How are they allowing that? And they get on us about other stuff, but you're letting people flat out say that someone died and they got robbed and killed and all that. And the whole time they died peacefully at home with cancer. Like, why are you even saying that they got killed and they were in a police raid and got shot by the police? And Like that stuff is crazy to me.
I don't think anyone really cares about the truth, because that's why nowadays you have people like, I'm living my truth. Okay, what is your truth? Is your truth really true, or are you living a lie? But it's my truth.
You know what? That's so funny you say those words, my truth, because I saw a video about it today and it hit me specifically. I had to watch it twice. My family specifically doesn't like my truth because they make it seem like I'm shitting on them. I'm speaking bad on them. No, this is my truth. This is what I did. Just because somebody in the family did drugs and I had to do what I did to fix it or whatever, I had to take on the responsibilities of that person because they were strung out. You can't tell me I can't speak on it. I can't say anything because that's somebody else's on drugs. No, I was affected by that. This is still my truth. A lot of people don't like when you tell your truth. My truth includes your bullshit. That's what it be too.
But then most of the time it's bullshit when they say my truth. It's like kind of them giving themselves a pass about anything they've done wrong in life. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, you did this. Well, yeah, but that's my truth. Okay.
Yeah, my truth is I went to jail. That is my truth. Ain't no sugarcoating. I was doing the fool in the streets and somebody told me and I got caught. That's my truth. But it ain't no trying to make it pretty or whatever. That's my truth. But the other part that I just said, that example wasn't random. That's real. I had to take on somebody else's responsibilities because they were out doing the fool in the streets and getting high and all that. That's my truth. But like I said, my family doesn't like me to speak on it like I'm shitting on them. No, this is my truth. I was affected by your bullshit. That's still my truth.
That's kind of what I'm saying. But go ahead, T.
Hold on. You guys, because now I'm understanding. I think now you have to actually look at the person too now that's actually saying it. Because with Kenya, like, we know Kenya's not bullshit and she gonna tell you the truth.
Right.
So when she says her truth, it's not the truth. Like, it's not a fake truth. It's not a truth of exaggeration. It's exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as like, let me see. I gotta use Byron because so as far as Byron was saying, like, when you look at Byron now, if Byron says something, we're gonna say it, we gotta look at it and be like, okay, nigga, like we know Byron, he gonna say some off the wall shit, so it's probably not true. You know what I mean? So maybe we got to start and stop looking at the actual message and look at the person reading the message.
The messenger.
Yeah, the messenger. There you go.
Because I was kind of getting towards the
look
point.
Look at the messenger more than the message. Is that what you're saying? Look deeper into the messenger before you take in the message. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Because then I was kind of getting to the point where it's kind of like when someone is telling you something and they say, well, this is my truth, it kind of gives them a barrier to where you can't even question that.
You can't. What can you?
Okay. I understand both of you. You're both right. You're saying when they put the emphasis on my, like, don't try to tell me this is my story type of deal like that. Like too much on the my.
Right.
And it's like sarcasm. How are you going to tell me this is my truth? Probably because you're lying. That's how I can tell you.
Exactly. Yep.
I get you. Yeah, I understand. But it's a lot of that my truth, the emphasis on my. Listen, calm down. We understand this is your story. We don't know if it's your truth, but I hear what you're saying. It's being abused a lot lately too.
So I want to.
It's like a get out of free jail card.
Yes, but I want to say something because Byron. Now, because I did a lot of fact checking on the stuff Byron was actually saying about Trump and stuff. He didn't do anything for us like he thought. Like people thought. The people, and we can't just sit here and just be that ignorant and just say like, oh, since he gave us a loan, we gonna vote for Trump.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we got to be more educated when we do things like this because like it's not just us that that it might affect. It's the kids. It's our children that this could have an effect in the future. So lies and stuff like that like he did this for black people and all that stuff, and I can't say Joe Biden did anything for black people because I don't know, but I know from the fact that Trump, because I went and fact checked it, that Trump didn't do anything for black people. He just tells us he did, and he knows people aren't gonna fact check it and find it like Byron.
But then
lack of education.
Exactly. So that's why I was just saying, you know what, cut and dried. Exactly just what Kenny said. We got to stop having this lack of education, and we got to show that we are educated. We can't just be saying anything to us and we're going along with it. Is what I'm trying to say.
4 years later, people are still saying he gave them, because I sure didn't get one, the PPP loans and stimulus check. He gave us money 4 years later, and willing to argue. People are saying that like they are right.
But then it kind of goes into correlation on what we're talking about as far as like the U.S. giving other countries money. So now you have Trump thinking like, well, I gave y'all niggas some money, so I need those votes.
Oh, we're so.
And then lack of education again, when us, the colored people, got that money, fucked it all. Prime example, he just told us what he did with it. They fucked it all.
And that's what most
they were supposed to do right by that money.
Exactly. And I'm sorry to say this, but Byron, probably a gang of people probably did that. Paid off their car and just like, okay, I paid off my car now. The nigga shit. You know, the rest is history. Like, I'm gonna live my best life for the next 2 months. You know, so.
It was a trip to see again our people living crazy off that money. That was definitely a time. Just sit back, because again, I didn't get any of it. Just sitting back, watching what people were doing with that, it was sad. A little bit humorous, but it was more sad because you're in the projects, you're in low income. It's fraud too. Why you guys thinking why they were thinking they were doing something with that money and I got a loan and I got a loan. It's fraud. You are on welfare. You did not tell them. You live in low income housing. You did not tell them. And you went and got I think it was like $21,000 and you didn't tell anybody? That's fraud on top of what they're going to give you for getting the loan. That's crazy.
But social media and Instagram matters a lot at that time.
Absolutely.
So that's why I got that money to go to Mykonos and go over to these vacations just so they can stunt, like, oh, I'm living it up, to where everyone's like, damn, because I wish I could be doing that shit. But now they're broke and you don't even see them post anymore.
You know, shout out to the people that actually took the damn loan and did something good with it. Let's say that right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to everybody who did something good with that damn loan.
For sure.
People were going crazy.
I think about it, it's like, damn, we should have got one and just fucking, you know what I'm saying?
I think all of us joke, the ones that didn't, man, next time I come up, I'm gonna get a loan. And I'm like, no, I'm just gonna sit back and watch again because I'm terrified. I've never been to the feds and I don't want to go. I don't play with them like that.
Yeah, but as long if you're doing it for something legit, then you should have no issue with it. If you're actually going to use it for like a business or, you know what I mean, then there should be a problem. So
you gotta educate.
That loan is what we were literally just talking about. You know, why the U.S. sends money over to the other people. They wanted all those people to go in debt now, and now they can pull. Now that they can literally, what's it called? Where they take money from your paychecks.
Garnish your wages.
Exactly.
But now I think I mentioned this before too, T. Go ahead. Finish your point.
No, but now they can garnish your wages for all those people that got that damn loan, thinking they were gonna have to pay it back, you know, stunting and all that stuff. Guess what? Now you can get they can garnish your wages if you ain't gonna pay that back.
Because they're gonna get their money. They're gonna get their money back regardless. And which is funny because we were just talking about how high fast food is, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how gas, fast food, prices on vegetables. That's how. Yeah, you thought it was free money and they're helping the people out. No, they're getting their money back.
Loans, yes, that's where it messed up. Mm-hmm. Because now everybody got that dang loan and they took it and did the fool with it, and now
did the fool with it.
The prices went up for everything, like, because people don't want to pay that loan back. Now, right. So now prices are gonna go up because they're gonna get that money back. They're gonna get that pound of flesh.
And there wouldn't be a problem if they would have actually started a business and then paid their taxes.
Exactly. We wouldn't be hearing niggas like, "Oh, I need another loan."
Right.
So it's about, like we said, like Kenny just said, man. It's about educating yourself, man, and especially on this Juneteenth. I invite all black people, and not just black people and everybody, but mostly black people, to stop with this weird stigma that we need a handout and all this shit, and go start doing shit for yourself, man. You're never too old to start going in business for yourself. If you know a gang of people around your city and you create a business, I'm sure they're gonna follow you, and I'm sure they're gonna do it, especially if you run that business legitimately, and you know you follow up and do what you say you're gonna do. I guarantee you, man, you ain't gonna have no problem with inflation.
And definitely comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys comment on the topics that we're talking about. Tell us if we're wrong, if we're right, how you guys feel about the situation. If you guys are for PPP loans, or if you guys are against, against it. So
now,
I think a lot of people will talk about it more than, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anonymously.
Talk about what?
I think some people are gonna be embarrassed too, though.
Right.
The loan?
Yeah. It's like the PPP loans. Like, how do you feel about it?
It was a trip. You know what? Y'all just made me think of something. In 2020, I changed my phone number because a guy that I used to work with, I was doing, what was I doing for him? He was doing insurance or something to where you needed people to sign papers. And I was just taking it to them, sign this, and then putting it in the mail to him, and he would pay me. Just whatever, legit stuff. 2020 came around. I hadn't worked with this guy in, I don't know, 5 or more years, and he called me, and I'm like, why are you calling me? I didn't know what the loan was. It was like right at the beginning. He was a business owner. He was already doing whatever he was doing when he had me getting those papers signed for him. And he was like, "Do you know any business owners?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I know several." Still, not even knowing what he was trying to get me to do. And I said, "Yeah, I know several." And he was like, "Well, they can get a loan and you can get a loan." And I started thinking about it. Then I started seeing, not thinking about the loan, thinking about what he was saying. I started seeing on the internet. Do you know how fast I changed my phone number? Because I didn't want to be involved in that. Don't be fucking calling me trying to recruit me because you know I know a lot of business people. He was really trying to get me. And then people started doing that. Do you know somebody with a business? Yes, because that's the same year I started the business for my daughter. I know a lot of people, but he was just trying to get me to get a whole bunch of people and everybody get a loan. And maybe he wanted a portion of what everybody got, but I don't play like that. Leave me alone. I changed my phone number so fast because of that man.
Pyramid scheme. Still.
See, that's what
don't call
everybody
me.
wants.
He caught it at the beginning too, right at the beginning. I didn't even know what he was talking about at first.
Yeah, to where you wouldn't even question it. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, hey, this is going out. This is a new plan that, that the government's giving people to start businesses. Oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just sign up for it, and then just give me like 5% for letting you know, for hooking you up.
I had already trusted him because he and I did legit business together. He's asking me, do you know business owners? And I'm like, yes, looking on Instagram, looking on my Facebook, going through my phone. I'm genuinely trying to help this dude. And I figured it out and I said, oh, absolutely not. You will not be contacting me again. Hell no. Mm-mm. And people are still going to prison for that. Hell no. Prison, not jail, prison. Nope. I mean,
let me add one more thing before we go. When you get that, if you do come across some money, don't do nothing crazy with it, man. I know, like,
they on your ass.
They are. I got to transit segue into this real quick. Like Diddy and Kanye, man. When you get money, man, I don't know. You just you can't let it make you turn weird. Like
you talking about legit money?
Yeah.
But isn't that the part about getting money is that I have money, I can just do whatever the fuck I want?
No. Well, as far as taking a trip and buying, buying clothes and cars and houses and stuff because you can buy anything, but I mean the good stuff. Like when you get your money, man, do something. Be cool with it, man. Don't. That shit that's catching up with them. Cause and now I remember because you said, "Oh man, they're trying to take down," or man, it's just. I just gotta say, money is. They say money is the root to most evil for a reason. I'm not gonna say all evil, but I'm gonna say most. mostly.
But then when you're in the same room with those people, the ones who have money, and you see them just wilding, I was like, oh shit, you have money, I can do that too. Oh yeah, man, yeah.
That says something about your character.
So is it like it's like a mindset thing too? Because some, especially women, Jesus Christ, women in the company of a man with a lot of money, they're thinking purses, cars, something flashy.
Yeah. And oh my God, I'm not a woman, but good Lord, man, y'all got that. I don't know how to say this.
They need to cut it out. It's what they need to do.
Just stop.
I was gonna say something. So if I was a woman, I'm like, nah, fuck all the clothes and purses and shit. Nah, I'm gonna have your baby, nigga. You're wrong. I'm stealing all your shit, nigga, straight up. You know what I'm saying? That's how most. I mean, there are some women that are like, you know what I mean? That's how they do it.
Well, my tubes are tied. I don't wish that on myself. I want something else. Educate me. Like I said before in a previous episode, let's go sit down at the nice restaurant and you game me up for an hour. I just met a guy just for like 2 minutes right before I logged on. I Googled him because, I need to know who the fuck I'm sitting down with. This man ran for governor in 2018. And I was like, oh, this who you are. Just random shit like that. You never know who you are in the company of. I don't want you to buy me a purse. I don't even want you to buy me a car. Game me up. Let me take notes, please.
Okay, so I need you to be clear about being gamed up. So when you say game me up, what do you mean exactly? Like giving you knowledge on,
huh?
Like giving you knowledge on certain topic matters, or just game you up?
What's your other definition?
Oh, you just macking them down. You know what I'm saying?
No. What's your other definition of game me up?
That's my other definition. Like to game someone, just you talk fly, you talk fancy, just to get in their presence, and that's all they're giving you. They're not really giving you any knowledge, no information. They're just gaming you up.
No, I need to know what you did with your money. Did you do this off a whole life insurance policy? Did you borrow it and you doubled it up like how we used to do with drug money? Is this inheritance? Did you start little? Do you do investments? How did you get this house? That's what I'm talking about, game me up.
That's kind of invasive.
See, you would have known that if
you evasive.
I said
you just looked at the messenger, Al, you would have known that.
Yeah, I'm saying that's a little invasive. Like, oh, how'd you get your money?
Is it?
What business is that? You know what I mean? Like,
not really. No. I mean, because
please put me in my place. Is that invasive?
No, it's hungry. That's what it is.
Y'all tell me. Don't be sugarcoating shit. Well, no. Is it invasive?
Well, I'm only saying because how'd you get your money? Was it inheritance? I'm saying you win the lottery. It's like, it doesn't matter how I got my money. If I'm telling you the correct information, what does it matter how I got my money?
Oh, okay. I'll tell somebody like, hey, I did the real estate.
Right.
But I see those Instagram, the people that we don't follow, and they just keep popping up, and it be somebody in Frisco, New York with a microphone, them little ass ugly ones. Sir, how much you make a year? Oh, $10 million. How did you get it? Like that. That's how I be. So is that really invasive? Am I being too nosy?
If they're willing to give you the information, then no. But I mean, asking
exactly,
kind of prying on how they got it. Like, let's say, oh, I do real estate. Okay, what kind of real estate? How'd you learn about real estate? Like, damn, like I told you I get my money doing real estate. Why do you have to know A through Z on how I came about my money? If I'm legit, then I can teach you the business. I'm legit. You don't have to ask me everything else. I'll teach you the steps to get money, but you don't have to ask me how I got it.
Well, true. I mean, that seems like you gonna try to rob or something. But if they say like, teach me how to do it,
right?
Yeah. But anyways, thank you for
game me up.
Yeah.
Lace me up. I guess that's what other people say. Game me up is what I mean. Tell me what I need to get like you.
All the topics are tied in.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that really did flow together today. Definitely.
Oh, I have an update. Not really, kind of, sort of. I couldn't get a hold of Mr. Fab, so I finally put a letter in the mail to him about the Dope Era franchise. So maybe next week I'll have an answer. I don't want to just drive to Oakland and take a chance that he's not there because, I don't really do well with Oakland and the whole BIP Nation. Progressive is definitely not a fan of me keep filing claims. So I sent a letter. hey, can we have a sit down about the franchise opportunity? So maybe he'll get back to me next week.
That sounds
Fingers
good.
and toes crossed for
Good
that.
luck.
You didn't come to town this past weekend, did you, for the concert?
I feel like you really about to get on me.
No, I didn't. I had to work too, so I missed it as well. I just wasn't sure if you were in town or not.
No, I did it and I went back and forth with myself. And then when I looked, I didn't go a deep dive. When I looked on his page, he wasn't talking about it. And I thought, okay, he's not going. He's not talking about it. He sure enough went and showed up. And I saw some nice videos. Did you see that Teflon video?
Did I see
The
what?
dope era Teflon?
No,
Huh?
no. When I
Well,
saw,
I don't think it was actual with the shield, but you know, the whole 50 Cent GoPro looking Teflon. I said, look at him in Seaside with this Teflon on.
Yeah, I seen
But it
that
was
picture.
nice. Huh? He gave a shout out to Seaside and it went over some of their heads because some of them were too young. And he was saying how he was like, I didn't know it was a lot of us. I took it as he meant black people. I think that's what he meant. I didn't know it was this many of us here. He was like, ever since I've been coming here, y'all been showing love. That's 2005, Chioke days, 04, 06, when they were coming into the embassy, the old, what is it called? Dolphin. What was that club called again? Not Dolphin.
The Blue
Bluefin.
Bluefin.
Bluefin. Yeah, he was saying how he started coming out here and we've been showing him love ever since then. So it was nice from what I saw. It was only clips, but it looked like he had a nice time. So shout out to whoever put that together and brought him and Danny Glover. I just feel like those two were so random, but look
Yeah,
how much education they can offer. Those two.
I asked my mom. I was like, "Hold up, Danny Glover was
Right.
on the side," and she was like, "Yeah, he was there. He gave a speech." I'm like, "What?" So apparently, I guess
Oh, you didn't know about Danny Glover? You only knew about Fab.
yeah. So apparently, Danny
Oh,
Glover was born and raised in Frisco. I didn't know.
okay.
I was like, "Oh, okay," but yeah, that was just random. Danny Glover's in Seaside. Oh, all right. I guess you feel me?
Yeah. I was starting to wonder if he ever came because I didn't see any pictures or videos until today. And it was somebody our parents' age that posted. I said, oh, I told my sister, oh, he really did come. I didn't think Danny Glover went. He's sitting there. These women are kissing him on the cheek. They got pictures of him kissing. And I was like, look at him. This lady's married. I don't know if Danny Glover is, but the lady who he kissed on the cheek was definitely married. But them older people was having a time with that old ass man in Seaside Country.
Yeah, because that's Murtaugh. You know what I'm saying? He got the lethal weapon.
He really does. They were kissing and doing the fool on film because I saw it.
All right.
I wanted to go. I went back and forth with myself about that thing, but
You know what I'm saying? That nigga had he had the big 357 too.
go ahead, Mr. Danny. What was he in Color Purple? What was his name again?
What was that nigga's name? Cause
Was he Purple?
right,
No.
Bobby. Until
Mr.
right, Bobby.
No.
Yeah.
I
No.
forgot.
Let's see.
I forgot. He's so old, but he came there, was sitting there in the grass chilling with his, I think he had on a suit with some people. Hella chilling right there in the grass. That was a nice Juneteenth celebration that they had there. My mom said she was going, she didn't go.
Yeah, you can take us to the bridge now. Y'all sitting there looking up Danny Glover and shit. It's like, come on.
No, I was trying to look at his character's name, but I can't remember it.
Albert?
Yeah, it was Albert, but he was. What didn't they call him something else? Like he had a nickname. Anyway, Oprah has the best.
Mr. Who was Mr.?
Mr. was his son.
Oh, see, I don't know then. I'm out.
I believe. Yeah, man, Oprah had the best makeup in all of America. All right. And thank you guys once again for listening to Talks About the Hours with your host, TJ Bay, Kenya Cox, and Pope. Thank you once again, Byron, for being back in the house. You know what I'm saying? We'll see y'all next week. If you like it, you like it. You love it. Comment, subscribe. Let us know how you guys feel about the topics that we discussed today. And give your input. So, you know what I'm saying? If you guys went to the concert, let us know how Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth, everyone. And hopefully you guys have a great rest of your week.
Hey, I never seen The Color Purple.
Peace.
That's like saying that's like saying you never watched the 10 Commandments. Oh, you never watched the 10 Commandments? All right, hey, peace.